right, everyone, this is a huge first. This is the first time ever all 5 babies have fed themselves without our help.
Pretty big deal.
Huge deal. Violet's been holding her bottle for the last few days. Logan's been holding his bottle the longest.
But this kid right here, look how proud he is of himself. He was the first to finish his bottle, actually.
And that's the first bottle that Lincoln has fed to himself. Good job, buddy.
Are you so proud?
Hopefully you'll be sitting up soon. This is so cool. Seriously, there's always that moment. I remember with Shaden and Landon, I remember the first time that they held their bottles by themselves. I remember where I was and how happy I was. But this is great, guys. Good job, Quince. Jamie and I divided up a lot of the house chores that we have to get done. One of the main things we divided up is she does all of the laundry and I do all of the dishes. And she feels like she got the better end of the deal. I don't know why, because I did laundry for a while and it's a lot of work. I feel like I got the better end of the deal doing dishes. However, washing these bottles is a lot more work than you would think. I'll show you what I mean. Aren't you guys so excited to see this? So this obviously is a Lily bottle because we have the pink hair tie. So you take this off, that part's easy. But as we open this bottle up, I'm gonna show you all the different pieces that have to be washed. We take this and we separate this because Jamie wants them separated. So I'll wash these pieces all separately. And then you have the little blue thing, which I actually found out is called a filter. I'll wash this out and then we have this little tool which I call the bottle jobby thingy majiggy, and I will clean this out with soap. Then this is the kicker right here. Maybe this is the filter. I don't know. I just call them those weird white things. So with this, I have to go and clean like all through here with my little jobby. So I have to do this with soap, and then I have to go through here, clean this out, and then there's the little side things that you gotta go through, clean all of that out. Then you have to rinse it, get all the soap out. For some reason up in here it builds up too, so you have to kind of like polish these to get any weird milk cheese looking things. So I will, can you see me? I'll do this for a bottle times 5 every 3 or 4 hours throughout the day, and it really adds up. Cleaning their oatmeal spoons, now that's easier. All I gotta do is rinse them with soap. I don't know why I just showed you that. And that's what we do. Me and my little friend here, several times a day. It's the best. I'll show you around baby playtime real quick. Landon usually likes to vlog this, but he already went to school. Here are our babies. I'll try and do as good as a job as Landon does. Hi, Lily. How come you're sad? Lily girl is cutting a lot of teeth. 4 teeth coming in on the top, and you can see them all now. Does that hurt, baby? She really is like a little yoga girl, though. She can get up. Sometimes she does a headstand. Show us your tricks. Show us your tricks. We're learning that Logan is the most dramatic of all of the babies. If there's anything he's not happy about, he screams really fast. How come you scream, Bungies? You want that camera? Do you want that? Let's go say hi to Lincoln. Hey, Lincoln. Hi, buddy. Good morning. How are you? You guys all sad? It's almost nap time. Daisy girl. Logan's mad because I took the camera away. Hi, Vivi. Show me how you jump. Jumpy, jumpy, jumpy. Yeah, jumpy, 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 jumpy. If Shaden and Landon aren't in the house, this is what they're doing. They're outside playing soccer, sometimes on the grass, sometimes they play futsal. Good shot. Or a little court soccer, we call it. In the goal, Landon, not at Shaden's stomach. It's so cool to see how close Shaden and Landon are. They're such good besties. And I think I mentioned this once before, but with the age difference, we worried. We dealt with infertility after Shaden, trying to conceive Landon. So Landon came like 5 years and 5 days later. I grew up with really close brothers. I worried they wouldn't be that close, but they are the besties. And Shaden's really good. He's really patient with his brother. I've actually never seen Shaden ever really get mad at his brother. Like his brother could like kick a ball and hit him in the face. Shaden has never ever retaliated. I can't say that about me and my brothers growing up. We'd get into it. There's a lot of boys, so. Go, 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 Landon, go! It's kind of a chilly day and Landon's out here. What are you eating?
Coconut popsicle?
A popsicle? It's freezing out here. Are you crazy? Landon's actually became a pretty, a pretty nifty soccer player because he plays with his brother all the time. But I'll show you where Shaden gets it. Dang it!
Did you see me score?
The last few days, Jamie and I have been going onto Facebook and seeing where we were a year ago. And 1 year ago today was the first day that Jamie's white blood cell count began to drop after it had soared all the way up to 32. So it should have been at 11, it went up to 32, and if it went over 32, they said that they were going to have to end the pregnancy because they feared there was an infection from Logan's membrane breaking.
I'll never forget that Sunday when I had so many people fasting and praying for me. I remember that Sunday. My sweet nurse, Michelle, was my nurse that day, and she came and gave me a sponge bath, and she shaved my legs. They were so hairy, and you said you'd help. You shaved one leg. Do you remember that?
I shaved one leg, and it took over an hour, and so finally...
She just was sweet and shaved the other leg for me.
Shaving a leg is hard.
Especially hairy legs. Mine were hairy by that point.
And shaving someone else's hairy leg is even harder. I do remember when so many people were contacting us a year ago and saying, we're praying for you. My 8-year-old, like, it's so crazy because everything hits surface as we look at this pup. I remember people saying, my 8-year-old's fasting for you today. My 10-year-old's praying for you. And I remember me and Jamie sat down. She was always sitting down.
I was lying down.
I sat down next to Jamie though, and we were reading those comments, and I remember thinking, you know what? If we have kids praying for us and fasting for us, we're gonna be okay. It's crazy how quickly this stuff hits the surface as we look to where we were a year ago.
And I was just saying to you, I can't believe I was so happy in that situation. When I say happy, it didn't mean I didn't cry. I cried a lot, but I was grateful for every moment I had along the way.
And Jamie would say every single day, I am grateful that I have these babies today. Today I'm grateful that I'm still carrying the babies. And that's really how she approached it. In fact, let me read you the Facebook post that I posted.
He's gonna pull it up.
I'll pull it up. Jamie did amazing today. She remained so positive. She even cleared her plate at every meal, and that's hard to do with hospital food.
It was gross food.
She was a warrior, and I just watched. She ate every bit of that food, and I'll eat anything, and some of that stuff, wow. At this point, the doctors are having us take things one day at a time. This is the picture. We showed this in another video once.
That's my most glamorous, I think, picture I've ever had, ever.
At this point, I had never seen anyone do anything with more faith, with more determination, with more focus than watching Jamie at this point of our pregnancy decide, I'm gonna do everything I can to have these babies. I'm putting it in God's hands, but we can do this. And I remember as a dad not being able to fix stuff, because guys, we like to fix stuff, and I couldn't fix this, I couldn't help. I could only be a support, but I was so inspired and comforted by the faith that you had and your determination. So you're like, hashtag my hero.
That's sweet. Thank you. I have no words after that.
I get that a lot. What else do you want to talk about?
Oh, what we talked about, how we fell asleep that night.
Okay.
The last thing we want to talk about is the night before this exact day. The night before, we had met with our doctors and they had said, if your number doesn't come down by tomorrow morning when we test, we'll have to take the babies. And so that night, in a space of gratitude, Skylar and I stayed up talking, and we talked about all our hopes and dreams for these 5 children, all the places we would show them, all the things we wanted to teach them. Do you remember some of the places we talked about going?
Yeah, we said, let's just picture taking these babies to a beach and watch them get sand in their little blubbery bodies, pasting sunblock all over them and just watching them play. And we talked about taking them to see the butterflies.
In Santa Cruz.
In Santa Cruz. We went through everything, and the playhouse we would have someday.
I wanted to build, and I still want to build, a very beautiful playhouse. And it symbolizes the beauty of childhood, the magic of childhood. I've yet to build that playhouse playhouse, but I'm hoping to do that before they turn 2.
Or 15. By the way, our nurseries
At
took
my
so
rate.
long. Their nurseries are just getting done. But it was a really neat night because we just envisioned what we would do with these kids. And
What
now
we wanted to create, what we wanted to teach them and tell them, and we wanted to show them how beautiful this world is and the people in it.
and thanks to prayer, thanks to our Heavenly Father that hears and answers prayers,
And
guys,
amazing doctors and nurses.
all of the people that came in to make this miracle happen, we get to do just that. We get to show these quints how beautiful this world is.
2019 is going to be awesome. Do you
gonna
think we
be-
can travel?
Yes, we're going to travel. We're going to do it.
We'll see how it goes.